Hi guys, welcome to another beautiful day on the Banditcraft server. I'm your friend Riskiest Knight, and this is, I believe, episode 4. So I'm going to show you around because I've been quite busy. Not been producing a lot of content recently because basically I'm a very lazy person. But we shall have a look around and you can actually see what I've been up to, because quite a lot has changed since we were last having a look around. So without further ado, let's get looking. So done a little pathway that runs into the village itself. Now there's a little campsite here. Doesn't actually serve any purposes. I think it just looks nice, which is essentially all this village is when you see it. So there's quite a nice bit of detailing in here. Lots of different blocks, but the theme continues all the way through the village. Now I think I mentioned last time we've gone for more of a rundown sort of rustic look, which again this continues that theme. So you've got potholes with puddles in there, different blocks here, obviously mud all the way down the side. It's a bit overgrown, but I think overall, leading up to that nether portal, I think it does look quite pretty, and just quite nice. I'm going to say nice a lot, I think. So when we get into the original buildings, and I've posted some of these up on Instagram, so you may have seen them if you look at my account on there. So we've got various houses. A lot of them, again, are still very empty. I haven't decided what I want to do with them yet. Some of them, like this one, you can see there's starting of a shop in here. But again, if you look at all the colours and the way they've been put together, they are looking a bit run down, overgrown, a bit tatty. At the end of the day, it's supposed to be, an old mining village, which, it links up into the mine, which is up there, so we can just see it in the background. So that theme continues all the way through. So even the blacksmith's overrun with vines there. It's a bit overgrown. Again, nothing really matches, which is cool. I've also been trying to play with armor stands. Now I've got the mod from Vanilla Tweaks, so there's a really good tutorial on there that tells you how to use them, which is so handy because they're not obvious at all. Now, as you can see, you can get things like your footballs and the little sort of like children's size stands, and then if you look around here, you've got sort of the standard size, but you can pose them how you want them. Like these two fellas are sitting here having a little chat. It looks a bit threatening with that spade, but yeah, they're just having a little chat. Now as you wander through, again similar sort of building style all the way through, you've got more armor stands here with people giving instructions how to load and unload these big pallets for the warehouse. And in the warehouse you can see it's just very, looks like a working building. Now up on the roofs, I'd like to think of like burglars and things racing across the roofs, getting away from the law and order. Now this side, got the guard tower up here, so I don't know if I can get across. Of course I can't. But we've got the, look at you. We've got this guard tower here, you can see at the top there. There's guards there, and there's another one down here. I'm getting really paranoid now. But yeah, so there's lots of little buildings here. So if you go down here, this bit I really like. Again, this is really overgrown. At the moment it's quite well lit. I am thinking about doing soul lanterns, just to sort of drop the light levels down here a little bit, just to make it a little bit creepier. But as you can see, it just runs through all these back alleys, which again I really like. It just weaves its way through back into town down here. Now this is a basalt generator. You've probably seen these before. What you have is lava blocks there, blue ice this side, and soul soil here. So as soon as the lava touches the blue ice, it makes basalt, which then drops into hoppers and harvests into here. Quite cool. In here, still the book shop. We've got a little potion shop just here, which looks a little bit nicer inside than the others. Again, still very basic. And then finally up here we have just like little market stalls, a couple of traders. Again, just looking a bit sad there because I haven't got anything to sell maybe. But yeah, some traders drumming up a little bit of business for the town. Now this originally was my starter base, but as you can see, there's just all empty chests here now. Now one thing I did have, if we're going down here, this was my first spawner. So if we pop down here, there's this little spawn area here. Spawner is just floating in there. You see there's a zombie in there. There they are. Now what I've done, I'll show you up the top in a second. Tried to make this into a bit of a ground spawner. The zombies go through there, but they get trapped in water up the top. Not all of them, about 50% of them maybe get trapped in the water up the top there, just long enough for them to be reverted into spawn. Into drowned, and then they drop through down here and we kill them. Now sometimes we get a bit of copper out of it. However, the copper drop rate is so poor quite often. Neither use nor ornament. Right, here comes one now. He's just fucking doesn't want to drop. You can hear them all moaning about it. Come on, thank you. Just dropping them down. So, I was hoping to get them drowned. Obviously not. So if we go back up. No, not going to get sim. Right, so if we go back up down here. I'm running a wee bit of little knockets. Hopefully I'll be able to show you where they get converted. Snooze. Right, so if we go up through this bit here, again you see all over it. We've got this. Yeah, you see these fellas trapped in there. Then the minute that'll move across, activate that trapdoor, and this should flush them out. There you go. Hey. Where did he go to? Already dead. There you go, one's changed. Look, they've got caught on that trapdoor, none of them aren't moving. There's a baby one. That's annoying. I better not despawn. But as you can see now, trapdoor's gone across, stopped them moving. In theory, just trapping them there, converting them, which they are all converted. I don't get why that guy's not moving though. I wonder. A hole through there. Yes, let's kill him. There you go. See, now the door opens, and through they go. You just need a little helping hand. Get why we had to have the and through they go. Bye. Anyway, they'll drop back down into the killing chamber and you get them from there. However, as you saw, none of them had any copper on them, which, considering the rates that they drop, is not surprising really. Now, up here, we put this ugly staircase in, and it really is ugly. 8 second chances on. So that I'll just put in with little walls there. That stops anything getting in from outside, so everything's quite safe in here. 9 times out of 10 I'll just fly in. I'm talking of which, just have some more rough kits. This is obviously my storage. all the mass storage here, all my bits and pieces that I generally use are here. So all my building bits. As you can see, you've got the crafting tables and stone cutting and whatnot, all just treated up there. Bits of metal. These bits are just stuff I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with, or where I'm going to keep them yet. As you can see, it goes on and on. It's 4 high, in total 140 objects can be stored in there, different ones. In here, guess what's coming? It's a potion farm, there's more nether warts, and here's my automatic potion brewing stands. So you choose what ingredients you want and it pops up the potions for you. There's quite, well, I've got 4 different ones. I say quite a few. There's 4 different ones. The actual redstone around the back is a bit of a pain. It took me forever to do this. Eventually I had to look, and Impulse SV's tutorial on here sorted it out for me. So if you want to learn about that, go and have a look at his, because it'll be better than any tutorial I could ever do, and probably more fun. But yeah, it's a really good system, works really well, and keeps you in potions. So you just need to keep that filled up with water bottles. As you take those out, automatically starts reloading and refilling them, which is really cool. But these are the failures. So a double chest there, and maybe 3.5 chests there, all told, of absolute failures. But it works in the end, with a couple of little tweaks. In here we have the little flower farm, so you just stand on the plate and you get a bit of bone meal shooting out, and it gives you flowers. So it's really quite nice. But again, it's just based on little clocks, so a little pulse goes round and round in circles there, which the observer sees and fires the dispenser up here with the bone meal in. Very simple, nothing special there. Now, before we head over to my industrial district, have a quick look up this way. I think we've looked at this before. Now you've got the Supersmart here. See, it's been running, it's giving me loads of nether bricks. So you just fill the chest up with what you want smelting, and it does the rest. Really nice, easy, simple system here. Again, it's easy to do, nice and easy to set up, but it does give good results. Got my iron farm, which is looking at plenty of iron. Now up here will be my next big project. If you follow this little pathway along here, this will be like, the idea is I think it's going to be sort of a semi-secret entrance. So we're going to have like gateway about here-ish as you're coming in. So this is going to look a bit more natural. So you wander in here, as you come around, you see this area open up in front of you. And in here, you'll have a big palace or a castle, or lots of minarets and things poking up into the sky. I think it will look really good. But it's going to be quite huge. So when you come around this corner, it will just open up in front of you. Now, if you can see these mountains here, I just want to make them a bit bigger. I'm not one for terraforming at all. Do a little bit, but I'm more of a dabbler, shall we say. But all this area here, let's come out. So this area here, running from this peak across this peak, I'm going to build up, keeping this circle in place. And then likewise probably build it across from here, bringing it across to there, to this peak here, and try and terraform that whole area and this whole area this side as well. And I want to keep this circle as true as I possibly can, and just have the castle sort of hidden away in there. So I think that would look really quite cool, but it's going to be a massive build. It's not something that's going to happen overnight, and maybe get some time lapses in place to actually show you how to do it, or what I'm doing, should I say. Now over there is my industrial district, so let's have a quick bimble over. So I've started putting this roadway from underneath the flying ship. We'll actually come back to that, I'll show you what's on board. So it follows down to my industrial district. So here we have a little sugarcane farm. Say little, it's got 50 plants there. I've not been over here for a little bit, so there's probably nothing in here. I'll clear that out. There you go. Yeah, nothing there at all. So it's just standard sugarcane farm. Once it grows, the observer over there sees it and it fires pistons and looks it all into the water and collects it all. Quite cool. That's the big old mob farm, and this is the cow farm. So you can see there it goes a bit there. So it goes in there, up the tubes, and then so I'll never ever run out of fuel again in theory. Comes in here, drops into that cart there, which feeds it into the furnaces, drops into the chests, gives me dried kelp, which of course then becomes kelp blocks, which is quite a decent source of fuel. Not as good as coal, but you know, really decent stuff. I'm running on coal at the moment though. So yeah, I think you've got some kelp in there. So a very simple circuit, again exactly the same circuit as on the super smelter, the loading of that. I have put these powered rails in there to keep this live though for some reason. It kept going dead, it would run twice and then shut off, but this seems to have fixed it. Now drop wise, it's a reasonable amount. Batting out here for a bit, I'll, you know, about 9 stacks, 10 stacks an hour. It's not super fast, maybe a little bit more than that. But when it's coupled with the sugar farm, the mob farm, actually you end up getting a lot of drops. So this is the standard mob farm. They're dropping from down there into basically bonfires, getting cooked in there, not cooked, getting burned to death, which is just lovely, isn't it? Which is basically getting killed in there, dropping into there, it goes through a dropper there, feeds down here, drops through there and into the chest. So got more arrows you can ever use, plenty of dead meat, bit of chicken, bones, string and some gunpowder. Let's have a look, see if we actually got anything going on. There's a few bits there. Wait for the water to kick him out. Whee! See what happens. There you go. Now look at that. Oh, this is more like it. Whee! Obviously, you can't begrudge them one little shot against me, can you? Now, if you look, now that's flashing. You see that moving across. The two observers facing each other, it's fast droppers, and all these lovely little drops start filtering into the system. It's like bones and all sorts going through. What we got now? A nice bit of gunpowder there, plenty of string, a few more bones. Didn't see any zombies up there. No doubt these skinny mobs are dropping their arrows, which is just what I need. Lots more skeleton arrows. But yeah, so that's chucking out absolutely loads now. So what we'll do, we'll head off over this way and back to the base. Now last time this was just a base, I believe. And in here we now have a little mini village trading hall. There they are. All half asleep. As you can see, they're producing loads of emeralds for me. Keeps my bookstore stocked and saves me going constantly down to the nether for quartz. So that is where we are. As I say, next sort of like little project is to do this. I want a bridge just here to link this. I'm going to have this roadway coming all the way down here. Then I'm going to start putting some boats up here, I think. So it's like they're collecting the drops from here, taking it off to wherever they're taking to. So that'll be the roadway and some boats. Then I need some street lighting and get rid of this bit here eventually. But in amongst this, I haven't really come up with a nice lighting pattern yet. It's got torches dotted around, which I'm not fussed by. do like this village. I do think it's come together nicely. Maybe a few more people that would be nice. And then it'll be on to the big project. And that's where we are. So it is all coming together nicely. So I might not produce a lot of real content. Oh, look at him. We rescue him. Try to at least. Oh, what did he drop? Ooh. Was it worth it? No. We'll leave him alone then. There he is. At the end of the day, I am one. So, anyway, back to base. And we're done. Thanks for dropping by. But you can see now where we are to a degree and what we're doing, where we're going to go next, and hopefully, let's see that jump without bashing into anything. Hopefully I'll be able to post a little bit more frequently and keep you a bit more up to date. Anyway, thanks once again for watching. If you enjoyed this, please hit like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Take it easy. Thanks again. Bye bye.